God.
You're an imposter!
I am not!
What's up, Mom Fam? Welcome back to our channel, and if you guys are new here, my name is Ant.
I'm Christina.
And we have a very exciting video for you guys today. We are gonna find out the truth about our ethnicities and where we came from. I don't even know where my wife's from.
What do you mean?
Dude, okay, we're gonna explain a little bit. So we took a 23andme test where they collect our saliva, we spit it in a tube, and we mail it out. They email us back some results. So we're gonna find out today what we really are. A lot of you guys, you write in the comments impressions of what you think we might be or what we are. I hear a lot about Christina could be Hispanic, and I get it because she eats a lot of chamoy, tajin, like every day.
Yeah, because I grew up in predominantly Hispanic areas all the time, so I'm always like exposed to that, and I'm eating like elotes, tajin.
I get it. She could be a little bit Mexican. And some of you guys also think that maybe I'm a little Filipino, or that I'm Japanese because I can make good sushi, or I'm Korean, or so I hear a lot of things. Okay, I can tell you guys right now that I'm 100% full Chinese, but I don't know. So that's why we want to look at these results. I've been to China. We're from the villages of a southern part in China. It's called Toisan, and that sounded so white.
That was pretty white.
I'm from a mountain area called Baksa.
Oh.
It's called Baksa.
I've never heard of that.
And we speak Cantonese, but when I speak to like my grandma, I couldn't even understand her because it was straight village talk. I've been to China twice, and I've seen where I've come from, where my dad's old house, as he grew up, there was no roof. It was just made out of bricks. And he was sleeping on brick beds with no pillows. So there was so much farm space that in their backyard, they would bury all their loved ones because they didn't have access to a cemetery.
I've never gone to China ever, but like the way that...
Are you even Chinese?
I'm pretty sure I'm Chinese. I've grown up with my parents always telling me that I'm Chinese. The way that you describe your village, it just it is exactly how my parents would describe theirs.
Whenever I go to your house, your parents say you're Chinese. I've never had Chinese food at their house.
Yeah, you do. Well,
We've been married for what, 8 years?
Yeah.
We always have a different type of, it's like Vietnamese food at your house.
My parents, like when we were growing up, they used to always cook a lot of Chinese food. There were like always fried fish dishes. There was like mapo tofu, orange chicken, Hainan chicken. Like all of those are like very Chinesey.
No, it's not. I rarely eat Hainan chicken at my parents' house. I don't eat fried fish at their house.
Oh.
Steamed fish with the green onions and the soy sauce, the oil, and the ginger. Yeah, that's what we eat. That's Chinese style.
Okay. Well, I think over the time they just started to like Vietnamese food more. Ever since like I was younger, my whole life growing up, I would ask my parents what we are, and they're like, "You're just Chinese. You're 100% Chinese." But then like one thing that they used to always do was that every time they would talk crap about us, they would always speak in Vietnamese. And I felt like a lot of my Chinese friends, like their parents did the same thing.
How do they know how to speak Vietnamese?
Yeah, that's why I'm so curious, because they speak Chinese, they speak Chu Chao, now they speak Spanish. Like, yeah, it's crazy. They speak Mandarin.
Are you Mexican?
I mean, I could be with everywhere that I grew up and stuff.
One of the funny things is that not only do your parents speak Vietnamese in front of you and me, but when you guys speak your home language, I don't even understand that. I have no idea what they're saying. She says she's Chinese, but it's like crazy village talk.
The way that I always described it when I was younger was I would call it like a ghetto Cantonese. So it was kind of like Cantonese, but like in slang, a very small village dialect, and it was called Hakka. I don't even know what the English term is for it. And like it was so rare.
Give me something in Hakka.
Like in Cantonese, to say like to eat rice, you would say like sek fan in Cantonese. And then in my language, it would be seat fan.
Seat fan.
Yeah.
In my language, it'd be hek fan in Toisan.
Oh, that's weird.
See, we all have our little village talks.
Yeah, like my Cantonese was always self-taught because my parents didn't teach us that. But like whenever you guys would speak your Cantonese, I'm like trying to follow, and I'm like,
ours is normal.
No.
We speak the general normal Cantonese. But when we have like relatives, it might get a little Toisan.
Oh, okay.
And then for you, your own like, your core family is just straight Hakka.
Yeah.
I don't understand anything.
Like anytime we would go to the supermarkets and like I would hear someone just talking in my language, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like I would get so excited. Or like if I met people who actually spoke Hakka, we would just like start talking about stuff and we'd be like, oh, are we related? Because like that's just how rare it was.
Yeah, that's the same. Whenever I hear someone speak Toisan, I'm like, oh, you're from my village. So I don't know. It's a crazy connection that we have with people when we hear these dialects.
Yeah, I'm like really excited to find out the results because my parents were saying that maybe when the French came over into Vietnam, maybe someone got busy in our family history.
With a French person?
Yeah, with a French person.
So you got a little wee wee? Wee wee.
No, I don't have a wee wee.
I'm not saying wee wee. I'm saying, well, I don't know.
You just made it so weird.
Know any French words except the sound effects that they make, like in the movie. So I'm gonna pull up my computer here, guys, and we're gonna find out what the results say. Oh, okay. I'm excited for this.
Me too.
Looking at my 23andme, I am 87% Chinese. What a shock! Okay, I know that, but this is the real shock. I am almost 6% Vietnamese.
What? That's a huge percentage.
My mom is in the backyard taking care of the kids right now while we're filming this. She doesn't even know this. I'm gonna tell her right after. Or maybe I should bring her in and tell her.
You can. You've always made comments about me being Vietnamese, but like...
Because all you guys do is eat Vietnamese food. Somehow the Vietnamese and Chinese did some like,
See,
like this together. And that's how it happened. So that leaves me with another percentage. And that's 4.4% Chinese dye. I have never heard of Chinese dye.
I've never heard of that before. That's...
Do you guys, like, okay, let me look at what a Chinese dye is real quick.
Chinese dye, D-A-I. First time hearing that.
It says the majority are from the Han Chinese. That's like back in the days when it's like the Han Dynasty. And my dad told me stories about stuff like that before. But it also says we're actually more similar to our Vietnamese neighbors.
That makes sense. Okay.
It's kind of crazy. And it says that Dai means freedom, which is kind of what it means in English too. Right? Once we die, we're like set free like angels. And
no, I was not thinking it was freedom, but...
That's what it says, you know?
Sure, yeah.
So, honestly, from reading that, I still don't know what Chinese Dai people are. So I'm kind of excited that I have some Vietnamese background in me. I think that's why I love eating pho so much, and I'm always making egg rolls, like, all the time.
Uh-huh. You know what? He used to make fun of me all the time for eating Vietnamese food. Cause I just like it, it's so fresh.
Well, it's because you say you're Chinese, but your home-cooked meals are all Vietnamese. But now that I am a percentage of Vietnamese, like,
you're gonna embrace it more because that's what you are now, cause you know.
Hey man, if y'all got some Vietnamese recipes, put it down below, cause I wanna know what kind of foods I should be eating as a now Vietnamese person.
I got him into eating spring rolls for meals. I used to love snacking on it all the time, and he'd be like, that's not a real meal. You gotta eat with other stuff.
I said that's not a Chinese meal.
No, whatever. So now all of a sudden he's gonna probably go around wearing like a, what is it called? The Dao or whatever, the Vietnamese outfits and stuff. You're gonna be walking around with it at home.
I know nothing about the Vietnamese culture.
Well, now I guess you're gonna have to learn.
All I know is I don't.
I'm shocked.
I don't know.
I'm
I mean,
so
maybe that's why as a kid I was just always like, don't mind.
You know. Okay, so I'm gonna check mine now.
But I tell you right now, she's like 100% Vietnamese, not even Chinese.
Oh my god.
You're an imposter.
I am not.
No, what I really want to find out is that our two villages are not neighbors, and then like somehow we end up cousins and stuff.
Oh no, I've always wondered because the way that you describe the village, I'm like, I wonder if we came from the same village. I hope we're not related.
I just hope we're very far villages in southern China and we have no relation.
You know, another crazy thing that I just remembered about us when we first started dating, our last names. So your last name is Ma. My last name is Feng before we got married.
Okay. When you write out the Ma, it's like, I'll put it in for you guys. This is what the Ma looks like, and this is what the Feng looks like.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same except for a few strokes.
I just have these two strokes, and it's so weird, so I'm just like, huh.
Stop looking at me like that! What the hell?
That's so weird. Alright, okay, moving on. Let's go to mine now. Okay, so the results are in for mine, and it says that I'm 64.6% Chinese.
64%?
Yeah.
So you're like basically a mutt. What kind of Chinese are you?
Well, I guess our main Chinese language other than Hakka would be Cantonese because we've never learned Mandarin. I went to Chinese school to learn Mandarin, but that wasn't like the main language that we spoke. So, all right, so
why are you hiding the results from me?
Cause I just wanna, I don't know.
I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at them.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at you guys. All right. I'm trying to connect with you. For all my Chinese Vietnamese brothers and sisters out there.
Oh wow! Chinese Vietnamese now? Wow. Wait until I tell my parents this. So the next one is that I'm 32.8% Chinese die. The last part is I'm 2.3% Vietnamese. So that means you are more Vietnamese than I am.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm half the percentage of you being Vietnamese.
I used to think you're like 50% Vietnamese.
I mean, I thought I was more than 2.3%. Yeah. What? I thought I would have been more Vietnamese than you.
No wonder.
That's so weird. No wonder what?
No wonder as a kid I just always said, don't mind.
I don't think that makes you Vietnamese. You just were a bad kid. So we're basically the same. It's just our percentages are different. So that means that we're not from the same village and we're not related. So there's no white, there's no like islander.
In you?
Yeah.
What did you think you were gonna be?
I was hoping I would have something exotic because like these light eyes, my light skin. If you look at my mom, her eyes are even lighter than mine. Like she has cat eyes. She has like different variations of colors in it and it's kind of like, I don't know.
Well, we both have brown eyes and that's not normal in Chinese people.
Sorry.
Oh! I got the Vietnamese eyebrows!
Is that what it? Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, you have like Japanese hair.
That's like my grandpa's side. My mom's. Oh my goodness, my grandpa had really thick eyebrows, and I swear only Vietnamese people have that.
That's true. I've never thought about that before. Cause like Chinese people, that's why you look so different.
He does look a little Vietnamese now that I think of it.
That's why you look the way that you do. That's why you look mixed.
That's why I do look Vietnamese, huh?
See, so you might have like a little bit of the French in you too, you know?
Dang.
Wow.
Isn't your husband just that much sexier now?
Yeah.
Hey, baby. I don't know.
Definitely not having a number 3 after that.
Alright, so we learned a lot about ourselves today. In the next videos, you guys might be seeing a lot more of finding out, like I want to find out more about the Vietnamese culture because I know nothing about it. I want to explore.
Yeah, I think we can probably ask my parents more about it now. Now you're gonna embrace it because you know that you're Vietnamese?
Why are you smiling like that?
Because this whole time you had no idea and now it's like, that's a part of you. That's actually a part of both of us. More so of you. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest reason why I wanted to take this test was because I wanted to know what we truly are so we could tell Leia and Enzo what they are. You know, I for sure knew we weren't full Chinese.
Yeah, true.
So I want to be able to tell them like, what percentage are they? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are from Toisan, Hakka, or you speak our language, let us know. Or if you're Vietnamese like us, well, like we're a small percentage of you guys.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you know.
Let us know because I want to find out how many of you guys are pretty similar to us.
You guys are a rare species, so you guys are special.
We'll bring you guys along a journey of our new ethnicities.
We're gonna start embracing it more.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say I love you.